Good morning, it's Tanny the Canadian Stamper. Welcome to Saturday Morning Crafting. I've got a Valentine's Day card for you today. It's February 3rd. We are in February 3rd, 2024. We're in the last month of celebration for this year. Stampin' Up! Has just released, oh my gosh, big week. So there's a second release of celebration items. So celebration is when you spend for every $60 you spend from any catalog, then you get free product from Stampin' Up! So it's the happiest time of year. So that looks like this one. That's the catalog. So there's a new release. Plus there's two new kits. Good morning, Kate. See you jumping on. See people jumping on. Say good morning. Hello. So this is a pretty quick card. It's one of the craft and chat cards for today. The ladies are coming over in about an hour. And so maybe actually before everybody's up, let's just do a little roadie. And I'm gonna show you the craft and chat. So I was getting the space all set up. Nobody's up in my house yet, which is weird because usually people are up and moving. I should turn on a light so you can see. Sure, that's good. Okay, ready? Okay, so here's the first one. So this one I put a little, because there's two pieces of white that are very similar. So we've distressed, we're gonna distress a little bit here. And then this one is a fun fold with the lavender paper. People are going bonkers for the lavender paper with good reason. This one is from Stampin' Pretty. She's a demonstrator in the States. Can I take this out? You can't really see it, but this layering florals 3D embossing folder, it is really something. It is fantastic. Like it just pops right out at you. And then there's this one. This is from, what's this called? Stamp set is Lifetime of Love. So if you haven't been to one of these before, you come, you sit at one of the stations, you grab one of the baskets, you sit down, and then you make the card. And if you need help along the way, I'm here to help if you need it. It's more of a do-it-yourself kind of a class for experienced crafters. And yeah, so that's the craft and chat for February. So it's the first Saturday of every month, in person only. And then on the third Saturday of every month, if you're a bit of a newer crafter and you still want to get in on it, we do a kit together. So we'll go to a local coffee shop and we kit together. So it's super fun. Let's get to our card. Let me flip you again. So this is a celebration, your free stuff, and then today we're gonna use, so on page 16 of the mini is this set here. Lifetime of Love bundle. So bundles, which are also at the back of the catalog, you get 10% off. So it comes with these dies as well. So this is one of the ones that was on the craft and chat cards. So that's what we're gonna use the stamp set from here and a couple of the roses. So let's do it. I have a lot of this cut already. My friend Jan, I see you watching, Jan. I'm gonna pick you up here pretty soon before the craft and chat. So I just have a regular A2 size card base. Let me just measure. It should be 4 1/4 that way by, how long is this anyways? Let's see, by 11, scored at 5 1/2. So, and this is real red cardstock. And good morning, Nancy. And we're gonna use this ribbon, looking for the English, bordered ribbon. It's got the real red. This actually might be Poppy Parade actually, but it goes well. And then there's this designer series paper, which is a free celebration item. And then we have the double oval punch. Geez, I've already stamped this. Look how, I'm really not messing around today. And then I've got 2 roses. Now, one of them, it's actually 2 different ink colors, if you can believe it. There's a dark gray and a light gray. So my phone is blown up with text messages, so if that's interrupting the feed, I apologize. Then today we're gonna do something fancy, which is we're gonna decorate our envelope. So first things first, let's go ahead and get our ribbon down. Just getting my tear and tape from behind me here. We'll move these off. So the next Craft and Chat is in March, first Saturday in March. I'm actually just gonna see where I want this to be. So this piece, oh, I should tell you how big this piece is. This piece is 3.5 by 5.5. Just shy of 5.5, top to bottom, because I don't want it to go over. Good morning. I'm trying to bring up your comments, but Facebook is a bit slow. So I can chat with you. There we go. So I'm gonna put some tear and tape along the top because I want the ribbon to go along the top. It doesn't really matter where. Whatever floats your boat. Oh, there I am. I see me now. All right, so you could do this a couple ways. So why I'm doing this is because I want the ribbon to stay down. Whoops. So you really got to get where's my take your pick tool? Take your pick tool to pick up the edges. And then this tear and tape along the back here helps hold your ribbon down. That's how that goes. So I think I'm gonna cheat just a little bit. And what I mean by cheat is, so if you're really fancy, and if I wasn't on camera, I would maybe try it, is you could wrap this and do a bow off to the side all in one loop. I'm not that person today, folks. I'm not brave enough today. I was watching some YouTube videos before, like while I was kind of getting ready this morning, and the Stampin' Up! Demonstrators were kind of messing up, and I was like, yes, everybody's human. Okay, so then I'm just gonna tuck this back here so you can pull it taut. There. So if you didn't sort of get it taut enough, you could put a couple of glue dots under here if you want. So now you have options. Let's go. Oh, hi, Michael. Good morning. Yeah, so we went to La Pero last night for dinner with our friends, Mike and Trish, Corey and Ian, and a new friend named Kim. And Michael and I shared, was it Swiss fondue? Swiss cheese fondue. It was delicious. Yeah. So options, so you have this one, or you can take just a chunk and you can tie. Do a little tie. Or you can do this way. Well, that looks kind of fun actually, doesn't it? Let's leave it with the tie and see what happens. Okay. Michael, extend my apologies to your wife. She's probably gasping right now. And I'm sorry, Trisha. I'm sorry for my oops. Okay. That was my Tombow glue. Okay, so this is my glass mat. I'm using my lines here to do this. So yeah, the last minute plans for last night. Yeah, okay, so there's that. Now we just have to decorate. So let's put this here. Do a little pop-up dimensional. Geez, I didn't even realize that I was so organized. I even stamped. I'm robbing you of a stamping experience. I think I'm gonna leave my tie. Am I gonna leave the tie? No, let's do a bow. Like so. And what else is going on? Oh, I gotta go to Vancouver next week. The whole week I'm going to Vancouver for work. and I'm hoping to get a lot of my project done, school project. Okay, so I'm gonna do a trick here. Because I'm putting this bow on here, see how this kind of moves around? I don't like that. So I'm gonna just hold it down there. And then, good evening, Zana from the UK. And then we're gonna put that down, and then it doesn't move so much. Now, the other trick you could do is depending on where you want to put your sentiment, you could put it down here, kind of put it off to the side. Well, I kind of like it on an angle. Well, let's do this. My trick is going to be, is that this isn't really held down enough or very much, which is fine. But if you are gonna put this up on dimensionals, you want to do it on either side of the ribbon. I mean, you could do it on the ribbon, but if you're going to do that, make sure to fasten the ribbon down so you don't have it kind of going all over the place. And then this, I think I like it kind of just going over it a bit. Yeah, let's do that. So these are the edges of my dimensionals, which is perfect for doing this little trick right here. When you just need a little sliver. You could also cut your regular dimensionals in half. Yeah, what's everybody doing this weekend? What is happening? I'll live vicariously through you. I like it on a little bit of an angle. Okay, so now we're gonna build roses, and then we're kind of done. So this die cut piece is like the stem of the rose. So I think you could probably do, I mean, you could follow the stems and do 2, but I felt like that was a bit heavy. So I've cut 2, and you could flip these. Nobody would know, like depending, well, let's just do it because I think actually that might work. So we're gonna go down here, and then our roses will be slightly, yeah, I like it. I wonder why nobody else in my house is up right now. It's weird. All right. Good morning, Joan. Oh, Joan, keep meaning to text you. I have some goodies for you, Joan. I must remember to text you. So just a teeny tiny tab, a little dabble, do ya? I'm not worrying so much about the tops because my roses are gonna go over. And then let's pop them up because we can. And it's gonna look nice. What else do I have to tell you about? Right, so celebration. If you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, by the way, did I cut that? I did already. If you are like on a month-to-month with your Paper Pumpkin, if you wanted to do, say, 3 months, then you could qualify for a celebration. Sometimes people buy the entire year during celebration, and then you get a lot of celebration items. So then I'm gonna do 3 little gems. Just like that. Now, this bow, I want it to sit down more, so I'm gonna grab my glue dots. I just want it to stay down a bit. There. Nailed it. I think you could probably do, where's my Wink of Stella? So Wink of Stella is a glitter brush. I'm just looking for it. I don't see it readily available. You could do a Wink of Stella on these flowers. So it's a cute little Valentine's Day card. Now, let's do our envelope. All right, so this piece of paper is from the set as well. Thanks, ladies. So this piece, let me measure it. So, I mean, see what your envelopes are all about, depending on where you get your envelopes. So this one is 1.5, and then it's about 5.5. And I cut it so that the hearts will be like on the flap like that. So I like to add the glue to the envelope flap because the designer series paper, or whatever paper you're going to do, will be a bit bigger and you have to trim it. So this is really good for scraps too. So just give that a minute to set. Thanks, Pam. I guess I will see you very soon, Pam. And then we're just trimming. So I have a lot of scraps, and this is a fun way to use them up when I remember. Love it. Nailed it. Okay, that's it. We're already done. Super fast. It's always fast on the first Saturday because of the craft and chat. We're done already. Xana says, I like to dry emboss the flap. Oh yeah, good call, buddy. This is super good. So what Xana is talking about is you get an embossing folder. It doesn't have to be one of these small ones. You could use the big one too. So you open this up. And an embossing folder, if you're not familiar, it's a plastic sort of folder, and it has a pattern on it with grooves. So you close it. You know what, Xana, you could put the paper on and then you could emboss it. That'd be really fancy. So you're just lining this up here, and then you're putting it through your embossing machine as a sandwich. And then what happens is the paper comes out with the same pattern that's from the folder. Good call, Xana. And yeah, I wish you could get paper pumpkin there too. Maybe one day Stampin' Up! Will make sure you guys get paper pumpkins over there. It's interesting how the different markets have different options. Okay, so that's it. We're done already. I hope you have a happy Valentine's Day. We'll probably do another Valentine's Day next weekend. I'll be back from Vancouver, so crafting next Saturday for sure. Craft and chat in March, first Saturday in March. Page 16 is the roses and the I love you. And the kit together is on the third Saturday of the month. So if you're interested in that, then go ahead and comment, excuse me, and I will give you the details so you can join. And it doesn't have to be a kit. You can bring something that you're working on and you just want to come have coffee and a chat. That works too. Okay, enjoy your weekend, and I appreciate you joining. Bye for now.